Well, good morning from somewhere out in the North Atlantic. We are on a 10-day transatlantic cruise from Southampton to New York City with no stops in between. 10 days at sea. So in this video, we're going to show you what it is like to be on a transatlantic and what you do with this many sea days. So each morning on Norwegian Aqua, me and Jason have a routine that we're either getting up and going to the gym or we're coming out here and walking out on deck 8. So Jason opted for the gym this morning. My legs are a little sore from pushing them too hard yesterday, so I'm going to walk out on deck 8. Now this is not an official walking track out here, but deck 8 does go all the way around, so you can have a nice walk out here. Okay, so I just got out here and the captain came on and announced that we're having a medical emergency and one of our guests needs to be airlifted off of the ship. They're very lucky in the fact that with the transatlantic, you're usually not going anywhere that can get help. But because we had to change course on this ship, it was supposed to be a 7-day across the very top of the North Atlantic to Boston. Big storm out in the Atlantic, so they had to add 3 days to our cruise so they could sail southerly around the storm, and we're going into New York now. So today we are sailing past the Azore Islands. We're not stopping, but luckily for the people who need to be air vac off, we're near enough a port that they can get the helicopter out to us and get them safely to land so they can get the medical attention they need. And as I'm saying this, I'm like literally looking off the side of the ship and there is an island. This is the first land we've seen in a couple of days, so it's interesting to see that, but we're not getting to stop at it. But prayers for the family that's being air vac'd off, and please, please, please take this as a note to always have travel insurance. You never know what is going to happen when you're traveling, and an air vac costs up to $100,000. Like seriously, it's a lot. So be sure and always have that travel insurance to protect yourself when you're traveling, because you just don't know. So on the cold side of the ship, in the shade, between our ship and the Azores Islands, we're seeing whales. We don't know what kind of whale we're seeing because all we're seeing is the spout come up and a little bit of a back, so I'm guessing humpbacks, but no tail, so they're not diving deep right now. No breaches. Not catching really anything except a little spout with my camera, but it's cool just to sit here and watch them. Of course, like the whales are sometimes elusive, and as soon as you put your camera away, that's when they're going to come out, and you just don't capture it. But they're there. They're all around us. You hear that song? We're cruising together. We were just laying up here on Lido deck.
They're playing some good jams right now.
Enjoying the sunshine.
The most beautiful day we've had so far. The wind is keeping it a little bit cool, but there's some warm spots. The sun is definitely shining.
Yep.
Very clear day. Soaking it up a little bit. Getting that vitamin D action.
We've been sitting out by the pool deck. We're going to pop in to Surfside Cafe and have some lunch. This is the buffet. It is open. We are hungry, so we're going to grab something to eat. It is slide time. So we came up top. The Aqua coaster is supposed to open at 2, but we are going into some windy conditions, so that's been delayed. But we are going to do the drop slide. This is a dry slide. Jason's going first, and then I think I might go. It doesn't look too scary though, so I think I can do this. You ready for this?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm a little cold, but I'm ready. It's open, so I'm taking advantage of it. There's a few people ahead of us, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So disclaimer, we did get special permission to bring our Insta360 on the slides. This is not typically permitted, so don't be expected to bring a camera on.
try to make it dramatic.
Well, that was fun, and actually a lot more fun than I was expecting because I'm kind of terrified of drop slides, but I watched a lot of people do it, and I was watching it from outside, and whenever you go through the clear, you're going slow, so I'm like, oh, it's gonna be fine. You go slow the whole time. No, you don't. No, you don't. You drop and you go fast, and then when you hit that clear area, it slows you down, and I was told there's
somebody was saying it was magnetized.
Yeah, because then I noticed that whenever you get put in, there's magnets that are holding it to the wall. So when you go through that clear part, it's magnetized and it slows you down. But then as soon as you get through that, it's fast again. So the weather has turned on us. I'll show you what it looks like outside right now because it was beautiful this morning. I mean, gorgeous. It is not pretty anymore. It's raining and it's very, very windy. So they had to not open the Aqua coaster. So fingers crossed the weather will clear today. If not, tomorrow we will do it before we get off this ship, but not right now. Yep, we lost our beautiful weather. It's windy and look at the waves. Yep, our blue skies are gone. Well, we have come up to Surfside Cafe because there are tables and there is coffee and tea, so we can sit here and get some work done, look out at the ocean, and it looks like we're sailing into clear sky. So fingers crossed that the Aqua Coaster will open back up today because we're really excited to give that a try. But we're going to sit right here, enjoy some hot, warm beverages on this cold day, and get a little bit of work done. Work done. Check. This has been a great place to sit and work. Go get coffee and tea as much as we wanted. And now I'm going to go change clothes because I'm freezing in this short sleeve, and we're going to go down to Sid Norman's because there is a murder mystery on the itinerary that looks really interesting. So we're going to go check that out. So tonight we have dinner at Hazuki. I hope I'm saying that right. This is the Japanese hibachi restaurant. We've got all of our friends with us tonight, so this should be good food and a good time.
Perfect.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see in your smile. I can see.
Unbelievably.
He had some unique, some unique jokes and songs in there that I hadn't heard before. Most of them I've heard many times over, but him, he was a little original.
And he did not sing Sweet Caroline.
Thank God.
I know.
I can make that happen for you right now.
We made some new white rice songs too.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later, like Vanilla Rice.
Vanilla
What was the
Rice.
other one? We had
Vanilla rice.
Vanilla Rice.
Rice Baby.
Rice Baby.
Yeah.
I think we've heard that one before. But I don't know. It was a good time. And we're all stuffed because it was absolutely delicious. Excuse me.
We are doing a photo shoot for
What
Matt
you're getting yourself into.
for his dating profile.
There's a button. Rub that again.
That's some proper lighting right
There
there.
we go.
Professional studio going on over here.
All right, you got some good ones, guys.
Yes.
Okay, Matt is single, lives in Florida, Orlando area, 25. We're setting up a dating profile for him.
Handsome, intelligent, the whole nine
Super
yards.
nice.
Super nice
Total
guy.
package.
Leave a comment down below if you're interested and we'll hook you up. So we haven't made it very far. Hazuki's right there. This is the whiskey bar, and we found this big empty spot that all of our
Hey, but
friends
it could
can
be
sit.
really good too.
And so
really
I'm going Matt because he's the youngest of all of us, and we're making him a dating profile because Gina wants grandkids. We're gonna make this happen.
If you're interested, email EECC Travels, and in the
So
subject
many.
line, put that.
We're gonna find Matt so many girlfriends.
We should have thought about this in
Matt,
the
I'm
very
sorry,
beginning.
buddy. I'm real sorry, man. I really am sorry for this.
Well, good morning from a very rocky Norwegian Aqua out in the North Atlantic. So the first few days we were kind of hugging land, and yesterday we were passing the Azores. Last night, everything changed. It got really, like I'm literally having to stand with my feet apart to kind of keep balance in here. Sleeping, you know, you could just, we're as midship as you can get, let me say that. We are dead midship on deck 11, so we are, you know, midship this way and midship this way. If we're feeling this much movement, I feel really bad for the people who are very forward or very aft, because this ship is a rocking. Jason woke up at like 3:30 this morning, couldn't sleep, so he got up and started wandering the ship and drinking coffee. I managed to stay asleep till a little before 7, and just the movement of the ship just wakes you up. It looks like, looking out the window, it's calmed down a little bit, but I mean, we heard the hangars rattling all night long, and there are clothes on the hangars and they're still rattling against each other. And then, you know, just the complete motion of the ship. Whew, it was a rough one. And so we are fully crossing now. So we had days along land trying to avoid this storm. Now we are doing our true crossing of the Atlantic. This will be telling, oh, look at that, look at that. It's gonna be telling as I open this. You immediately start hearing the wind. Whoa! Did you see that one? They're rolling. So the cabin steward brought our pads in last night so they wouldn't blow off the side of the ship. But yeah, this is some rolling waves. We're seeing this much, like the wave spray midship, they're big. When you look out in the distance, you really can't tell. It's when you look down and see the comparison. Look at that horizon bobbing up and down. That wind just takes your breath away. You hear that coming through? I have to close the door. And then it's silent. You hear that? You hear the creaking? Yeah. So I'm standing out in the hallway on deck 11. You can feel the ship doing like this. And you hear the creaking. It's freaky. The bags are officially out. That's not good. Okay, you saw my morning walk yesterday. Everybody was out on deck. It was a beautiful day. People were sunbathing. Today is very different. Right now, all of the furniture is strapped to the wall. The ship is rocking. No one is sunbathing. I don't see anybody but me out on deck 8, so this is gonna be an interesting and or challenging walk to get some exercise in today. But you gotta move when you're on a ship for this many days with unlimited food. You have to watch what you eat and you have to move. Whoa, it is so windy out here. Look at this. All right, let's walk. Oh, it's very wet. Oh my gosh. Okay, can you see the salt? Look how much salt. That is crazy. There's so much sea spray, it's salty everywhere. Yeah, you have to walk a little bit more carefully out here today. The glass was slippery. The rest of the deck is okay. But there are some other walkers. I'm not the only one. It's great exercise. Whoa, look at the ship and the horizon. I see all the furniture is up against the wall, not out and about. And we can't go all the way to the front. Closed due to inclement weather. So the front is completely closed off. So that means you can still walk out on deck 8, you just have to kind of walk in a U shape. You can't go all the way around, which is fine. Still exercise. It's actually a pretty day, like the sun's out, the sun's shining, the sky is blue, but it's windy and the wind is what's making these waves. Woo! I'm rocking just standing here. Look at the water moving in the pools and just the wind. Okay, I gave up after one lap. I made it like from one end to the front to the back. Whew. And I had to quit. That was, it didn't feel super safe because like I felt like I was gonna get blown over, and like my footing slipped a little bit on the glass. So I was like, you know what? Maybe a treadmill's the right way to go today. So we have just been pretty much relaxing most of the day. We ate lunch in the buffet again because it's just easy. They start serving lunch at 11:30, and we don't eat breakfast, and we're getting up earlier because of the time changes. And then last night those seas just woke us up, so we were hungry at 11:30. So we ate and then just sat and talked to some friends, and we're like, you know what? Let's go to the gym this afternoon because we didn't make it this morning. And we just spent a little over an hour at the gym, and that was fantastic. You know, just nobody was in there. Oh, there's a few people, but it wasn't like early mornings are always very busy in a gym, especially with this many sea days. So we had it kind of to ourselves, got a good workout. And let me tell you, coming out on your balcony when it's like 50 degrees outside and you're hot, it cools you off real quick. So we're sitting out on the balcony, or I am. Jason just went inside. He was out here with me, but he's just laying on the bed for a few minutes. We are just in total chill mode today. We're on day 5 of 10 at sea, so you have to kind of pace yourselves for the marathon. So you try and do everything, and you try and do everything too fast, you're going to have everything done, and then you're going to get bored. So we're taking it nice and slow. But the waves have calmed down some. The ship is still moving. When you're in the gym forward, you do have to hold on to the sides of the treadmill, or you'll kind of like lean this way and then lean that way. So holding onto the treadmill helps. But yeah, just taking it easy today. Seas are looking better. This is our view from our balcony on deck 11. There's always that one sea day on any cruise where you hang out in the room and watch TV. Well, that was today. Came back from the gym, sat on the bed to do a little work on the computer, put on Beetlejuice because there's several movies that you can watch for free on the TV. Watched Beetlejuice, took a little nap, then put on Encanto, ran downstairs, got some dinner. Now we're finishing Encanto and we are done for the night, so we'll see you tomorrow. So just curious, leave a comment down below. Is this something you like to do every now and then on your cruise? Stay in, watch some movies, and just chill? Something we definitely enjoy, and we have enjoyed it for today. So leave us a comment and let us know. Bye. Good morning. This is hands down the best weather we have had. I am standing outside on my balcony in a tank top and shorts and not freezing to death. Yes! So this morning I am going to a fitness class that they are holding down in the atrium. Jason is already in the hot tub. He wakes up really early and he's already had his coffee and he's already in the hot tub. So we're going to rendezvous after my fitness class and do the gym and all of our morning activities. But I'm just so happy about this. Look at this beautiful weather we're having this morning.
8, 9. Really reach for the highest step with the 3. 10. Pam, pam, pam. Pam, pam, pam. Yes. Pam, pam, pam. Side to side. Ha. Pam, pam, pam. Right, there you go. And slide. Hey. Yes. Jump, 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 jump. Right.
All right, aerobics in the morning. Yes, check. That's done. It was actually really fun. So a lot of stretching in the beginning, did a little Zumba, did a little electric slide, stretching at the end. Done. Workout for the day. The funniest thing, and I wish I had this on film, was the guy sitting at the bar, because the bar is open, 9 o'clock in the morning, drinking a whiskey on the rocks, doing stretches with us. I'm like, you go, dude, you go.
Hello, she did amazing in her fun fitness class, so 10 out of 10.
Thank you so much. Our instructor, thank you very much. So we get up in the morning, we work out, either going to the gym, go walking on the outdoor deck, or like today I did a fitness class. And then we just kind of chill in the morning, get a little work done. No need to film all that because it's the same thing and it's repetitive. And then at 11:30 we hit the buffet because we don't eat breakfast, so we're ready for food after burning all those calories in the morning. And I can tell you the buffet has been consistently good. Like, we have found good options, both healthy and tasty options on the buffet, so I'm happy about that, and I'll show you what I got for today. Okay, so I have Moroccan marinated grilled chicken, some mashed potatoes, that is a vegetable fritter, some grilled veggies or sauteed veggies, and this is a pecan chicken breast. All looks pretty darn good to me. What's on your plate for today, honey?
Protein.
See
Shrimp
that?
and chicken. That's literally it. No veggies, no carbs, nothing. But imagine where we are.
It's good. It's easy.
There's so many great places to eat. This is just our little go-to spot.
This is our jam.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just showing you the buffet all the time, but we like it.
We go to dinner in different places. This is the best weather we've had so far. The sun is shining. It's not freezing, and there are available loungers. We are just sitting out here. So the loungers are comfortable. They're not padded, but they're like spongy kind of, and they all have these little pillows that come with them.
They got a little padding and these pillows. Yeah, they're very nice. And they have these really big, round kind of loungers with thick padding.
Those are nice. We've gotten those a couple of times.
But I just came up from Ocean Boulevard, outside sitting area. Talk about, they got some really nice, like outdoor furniture that's really comfortable, thick pillows. You can just sit. Some of them are like in like a banana situation with those slide curtains. And man, I was doing that this morning before the crowd got up. And that is a great place to go chill. It's really nice. But people like set up residency down there because they're so nice. People set up on those
And don't move.
don't move.
The pool's actually open. It's the first time they've had water in the pool and taken the netting off of it. Nobody's in it, but it's open. We have moved down to deck 8 and we found the bomb spot. So look at this. There are 2 couches right here, but we're sitting sideways so you can move the pads behind you. So it's basically like you've got 2 loungers. They've got these little curtains so you can close them if you want for privacy, but we've got the view off the back of the ship. This is
Bars right there.
Yeah, there's a bar right there, and there's people coming around taking drink orders. I think we're going to be here for a hot minute. You see that right there? That black bar is a heater. Yeah. We haven't moved. I have no idea how long we've been here. But you know what? That's the point of this.
It's a sea day.
It's a sea day. 1 of 10.
See?
Sea day.
We're still here. Aha! Why would you leave this?
I have no idea.
That would be dumb.
I mean, honestly, this is the perfect spot on the ship because we are protected from the wind, so it's not windy, it's not cold. We've got a heater above us, and we each have a lounger to lay on.
Honestly, the heater, though, it's not like super heat. Like,
No, but it takes the
heat you up.
chill off. It just takes the chill off out here.
I can only feel it when it stands you up.
I can feel it right now. I love it. We're like, yeah, there's activities going on. Today, this is our activity.
Today, this is our activity, and about, but that's what it is. You had some activities this morning that you did not film.
I know. Well, I couldn't film a exercise class when I was participating and didn't have a camera person, so it is what it is.
It's called a tripod.
I didn't bring a tripod, but I think I would have made the other people in the class feel uncomfortable, so I didn't do it.
Oh, well, you got a point there.
Yeah. This is the ultimate beauty of a transatlantic cruise because you have so much time at sea that you can sit back and relax and enjoy yourselves. We have been in this area for going on 5 hours now and enjoyed every second of it. We're not bored. We're not killing time. We are loving this. So the sky has changed. The blue skies are gone. We went and got some towels to use as blankets because it's a little chilly out here, even with the heaters. Jason just went inside because we're about to go get ready for dinner. But let me just tell you, this has been a highlight so far of our trip. We're on day 6 now. I think we're on day 6. So originally tomorrow would be our last day at sea, but now we've got 4 more days to enjoy this. And we've embraced that, and I was kind of worried that a transatlantic would be a one and done for us because especially there were kind of rough seas going into it. But today has been just pure joy. I have loved every second of this, and I think we will do another transatlantic. I'll check back with you at the end of the 10 days and let you know. But as of right now, I'm feeling good about this transatlantic. Okay, but it is dinner time, or almost dinner time. So we're going to go get ready for dinner, and we have La Bistro tonight, which is always good. you're a fan of Fleetwood Mac, even just a little bit, you definitely want to catch the Rumors show. So they used to do this in Sid Norman's and they would break it up into little pieces. But now, because it's become so popular, they're doing it in the theater. So it's a big production, which I love. Not every song on Rumors is one that I love or even know, but the ones that I know are great, and then the others are, they're good too. So definitely catch that show. We really enjoyed that. And that is it for tonight. We are going in, and we'll see you tomorrow. It has been a very productive morning, so me and Jason both woke up before 7 a.m. We were wide awake, so we went to bed a little early last night, and the time keeps changing, so we gained another hour of sleep, so really, we slept till 8. I don't know. Anyway, got up this morning. We've already been to the gym. I did like 2 miles on the treadmill and then the elliptical. We attempted to walk outside, but we kept on our shorts and t-shirts, and it was freezing out there, so we got 1 lap in and that was it. But I went back to the fitness class this morning, and it's fun. It's a 30-minute fitness class. Today was led by a man and yesterday was a woman, and he started with Rocky, so we started doing punches first thing this morning. But it was a good workout. I am hot. Time to cool, take a shower and then cool off, or cool off and then take a shower, something like that. And then today is day 7, so it's time to go explore the ship some more. So since our cruise was extended 3 days, we have an envelope in our room with new key cards that have stickers on the back of them and the new get off the ship date. So there's a letter in this envelope that says, stop using the card you're using, start using this one for the next 3 days. And what I thought was interesting is I stopped at the local to get a Coke Zero this morning instead of coffee. And she said, your card's not working. I'm like, what do you mean my card's not working? I just used it to get into my cabin. And she was like dumbfounded. She didn't know why my card didn't work. And obviously this is why. So we can't use it in any of the bars, restaurants, etc. Now that we have new cards that have been issued. But I was able to get back in my cabin, so the old card still let me back in my cabin, but wouldn't let me get a drink. Who knows? Well, since we've been living in this cabin for about a week now, let me show you what it looks like with us living in it, because I showed it to you empty on day 1, and now we've got all of our stuff moving around. And we keep a tidy cabin, as you will see, but let me just show you how we have it organized. All right, let's start with the closet. So we used every hanger that is available. I'm guessing they will give you more if you ask for them, but we didn't. The one empty one I just took my shirt off of. Other than that, we have just folded everything. So we've got clothes folded here and clothes folded here. And then we have the drawers below for underwear, socks, belts, and all that good stuff. On the other side, there was not a lot of hangers, and it's a longer space, so I just hung a few dresses up in here, and then my tennis shoes, and there is a safe that we don't use, and those drawers are empty because we just didn't need them. Then over here, there's an open air closet, so there's no doors on this one. There is a shelf up there, which we did not need, and it comes with robes hanging, and we hung our jackets because it was cold when we boarded. And then down at the bottom, we have a little pop-up hamper, and this is where we keep our extra shoes. One tip I will tell you as far as a transatlantic goes is you're going to have days and nights where the ship is rougher than others and these rattle. So we learned, take them, push them all the way to the side like that, just push them all the way over, and that helps stop them from rattling so much. Because there was one night, I told you about that. The seas were super rough and everything was rattling, and I came and pushed everything over. It worked like a charm. On the desk vanity area, we have our workspace, so computer, all of our chargers. So I have like this. This is really cool. So this is a multi-device. You can change this end piece. So I'm able to utilize that European plug, and then it's got 4 USB, so we can charge our cameras and things like that, which is really nice. So we do have to work while we're cruising. So this is our workstation. Also, look how cool these are. So these are 3D prints of Norwegian Aqua. And look at this cool little Michelob Ultra Koozie, which it fits perfect. Thank you to our friends Caroline and Mel with Travel Flirts. They gave us all of those. Be sure and check out their channel. Well, this is our cabin as we're living in it. You can, underneath the bed right there, it's a platform bed, so the luggage is just down there. Not sure if that's my favorite feature. I kind of wish there was a bed skirt to cover all of that, but there's still plenty of storage. And you can see that we have a lot more pillows than we did when we got here. So I'm gonna be honest with you, not a fan of the pillows. They are those, and you see they look beautiful and fluffy, and they're very fluffy, but they're feather pillows, or they might be like a feather alternative. Not sure, but I think they're feathers. But what happens is, as soon as you put your head on them, your head goes straight through the pillow, and you have basically pillow on both sides of your head, and there's not a lot of firmness to them. So that's why we have so many, because if you take 2 pillows and stack them on top of each other, that's good. That's how I've been sleeping. And then they managed to find 1 foam pillow for Jason. Because when I asked for foam pillows, they're like, oh no, we don't have any. And then our cabin steward came back and goes, I got 1, is that okay? I'm like, that's great. Gave Jason the foam pillow. I'm sleeping with 2 pillows under my head, and then I'm one of those weirdos that sleeps with like a pillow under each arm, a pillow under my legs, so I use lots of pillows. But our cabin steward was great in getting us all the pillows we needed. This is something else we travel with. It is a sound machine. We love this thing. That is one of those items that I never travel without. There's 3 things that stay in my suitcase, even when I get home and unpack. The sound machine stays in my suitcase. My first aid kit stays in my suitcase. I'll refill it if I need to. And a traveling Roku. I love my Roku because I'm signed in to my Netflix and Disney Plus and all of that. Unfortunately, you can't use it on a cruise ship, and believe me, I tried. I was able to get it in the little slots of this TV, but the TV has been deactivated to where you can't get to the source, so you can't change it to the HDMI. Darn, love that when I can get to it. On this ship, I cannot. This is something else I wanted to point out. This is the climate control, and it does go dark, which is nice. So you just tap it to wake it up, and then you can move it up or down for temperature. You can hit quick cool, which I love because it does get warm, so you hit quick cool and it makes the room cold. But what is great also is here's where you can hit do not disturb or make up room. And if you are leaving early, we always turn this on make up room, and then we come back and the room looks like this. So watch, I click make up room, and then out here, the little green light comes on. Turn it off, and then do not disturb, the little red light comes on. I love that. I think that's a very effective way to communicate with your cabin steward. We're early risers, so we just get up in the morning. When we leave the room, we click that makeup room, and usually by like 9 o'clock in the morning, our room is made up, which is fantastic. And so the cabin steward's not having to guess, are you in your room? Are you not in your room? Do you have to knock and wait? Just let him know, red, I'm in here, leave me alone, or green, I'm gone, go ahead and make up my room. Okay, one other thing you might be curious about is laundry service. So this came in a couple of days ago, and it's laundry service, a full bag for $34. Honestly, $34 is not a bad price. I was able to fit everything that was needed to be washed into that bag. So, socks, underwear, the clothes we wore in England, plus the clothes we wore on the first couple of days of the ship. Lucky for me though, I have enough status. So if you're platinum and above, you get free laundry. So I get 1 bag of free laundry. Jason gets 1 bag of free laundry. So we did not have to pay the $34, but that is a great feature that they do have if you don't have the status yet. Okay, one other thing I wanted to point out is out in the hall, you see these arrows pointing. There's one there, there's one there. You can see the arrows. That means you're going forward. So some of the NCL ships have fish swim forward, and that's one way we really got used to which way you're going on the ship. But on this ship, look down to the ground and there are arrows. What did you do?
Well, see how everybody's not in the hot tub and sitting on top of the hot tub?
Yep.
Because that hot tub is literally the hottest hot tub I've ever been in my life. It is scalding hot, which I like. It was almost too hot for me, but I had been in it for a while. I got out. But look, I've been out.
Look at your legs.
I am literally starting to think that I cooked my body. I'm a good medium rare. I mean, seriously, look at that.
Yeah.
Because this Bob was sitting next to me, and we got out to kind of like cool off because it's pretty cool out here.
Yeah.
But it feels great, after you've been in this scalding hot tub. He got his color back, but I was in it.
I think you stayed in a little too long.
I was in before him and after him because I'm a glutton. But I have not gotten my color back. I'm still red. I think I cooked myself. Go figure.
So this is lovely. This is the outdoor area of Surfside Cafe. And so it's chilly outside, but you see these up here? Those are heaters. So this whole area, even though it's outside, is actually nice and warm and toasty. Guess where we are? We're back in the buffet area. So the lunch buffet does not open for about 20 more minutes, but we have coffee and tea, and we are just sitting here looking out into the ocean. The ocean's calm today, thank goodness. And we're just waiting for the buffet to open because we're hungry. We burned a lot of calories this morning. We need to eat.
This is true. Another beautiful, slow afternoon.
Yeah.
On a sea day, on a cruise ship.
Not open yet, but let's see what we got. Ooh, this is the noodles. So you can make your own noodle bowl. The Asian station, all covered, but stir fries. Vegetable lasagna, broiled potatoes. Ooh, look at that. No idea. A shrimp po' boy. That's interesting. Vegetables. And then here's the meat station. We've got Salisbury steak, grilled chicken, sausage, turkey, a giant charcuterie board, and then the pasta station. And today we have paninis instead of pizza. And of course, a salad. Lunch for today, salad with a little bit of chicken salad. Got Salisbury steak, potatoes, mixed vegetables, some kind of turkey, and a ham and cheese panini. I must say, me and Jason had this like little secret thing going on that nobody seemed to know the buffet opened at 11:30. Now everybody knows the buffet is open at 11:30, and it is super busy in here. Like it took forever to get me a plate, and that's the first day this has happened. It is what it is. Let me just say, that Salisbury steak and those potatoes were some of the best food I've had on this ship. That was really, really tasty. Like, I don't want to eat anything else. I want to just go back and get some more of that. It was good. Jason went for the Salisbury steak, too.
I love Salisbury steak.
It's so good. You're going to love it.
And then that chicken salad, it's some of the best chicken salad I've eaten. Mm-hmm. It's got good chunks of chicken in it. It's just well balanced. Nice little crispy bits of celery and onion in there. Man, put a little pepper on it. Voila.
Good morning. Another sea day on Norwegian Aqua. So this morning, we spent an hour in the gym doing some weight training, 30 minutes on the treadmill. Can usually do 2 miles at about 4 miles an hour, and then either a exercise bike or elliptical for 10 to 15 minutes. And then every morning at 9 a.m. is a fun fitness class. And I've really, really enjoyed those. It's a different instructor every day, different moves every day, so it's not the same thing. It doesn't get boring. And I've really enjoyed that. So I mean, I got an hour and a half workout today, and it's 9:30 in the morning. So I worked up quite the sweat and needed a ice cold coffee. So I will say Starbucks is the only place on the ship where you can get almond milk or oat milk. Other than that, it's just whole milk. So paid coffee for me. But then coming and sitting out on the balcony and cooling off is just fabulous. And we're moving really slow now because really we could have made it to New York by tomorrow because we passed Bermuda yesterday. And Bermuda to New York is a one-day trek. But I'm guessing, ooh, that was a big old sea spray back there. I'm guessing that they can't get a slip in Manhattan until the 7th. That's why 3 days were added, because we're moving super, super slow right now to, drag out the time to get there, which is great for some. Again, we're missing our Virgin cruise. If we would have gotten in on the 6th, we could have made it. Anyway, all right, well, we're going to enjoy another beautiful sea day. The weather's been fantastic, by the way. We missed that big storm. It's time today for the Aqua slide coaster. We're so excited. So the weather is good. We were waiting for it to get a little bit warmer outside because this is a water coaster. So today is the day. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful time, and we're both going to ride. That launch is crazy. Oh my gosh.
All right, there goes Matt. He's up on deck. Okay, so you rode the other one last time. So I'm curious to know what you think's the better side. Let me know when you get off. Yeah, this one was pretty fun. I just did it. So this contraption here is going to move forward. Going to grab them. Kind of gives you a bit of a bump too. You feel it, and then it will thrust you all the way up to the top pretty fast. And when you get in that tube, that's when you get wet. Kind of creates a splash right there, and then it's smooth sailing all the way down till you come out the other end. You'll get another little splash. All right, there's Elisa and Sarah. They are on deck. You're gonna get wet.
That is so much fun. So Jason went, then I went, and guess what? I'm gonna do it again because why not? So there's two different sides. There's the inside and the outside. I did the inside last time, so I'm gonna do the outside this time. And I did find out you can do double rider, and the weight limit's 400 pounds. So technically, me and Jason can ride together, but he doesn't want to. Huh? Oh yeah, going up whenever they take you and just shove you up, that is
surprises you.
Oh,
No, today I got a little bump.
that's fun.
A little bit. Not as bad
I'm
as
so
this stuff.
excited that the weather has opened up and I'm not freezing because it was really cold those first few days. Oh man, that's fun.
Yeah, so that was really fun. I mean, especially for a water coaster on a cruise ship, they think they did pretty good.
Yeah.
So the takeoff is surprisingly faster than I thought. It's pretty intense, you know. It thrust you up into that tube, and then once you get into the tube, you kind of coast real slowly and smoothly all the way down. You get a little bit wet when you come out the other end. That's about it. It's smooth and steady sailing on the way down.
It really is, and I did both sides, and I think they're pretty similar on both sides. You don't get super wet, but you get like wet enough for it to be a water roller coaster, water slide. Anyway, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
And we got a great day, great weather for it.
Yeah, the one thing I will say, it takes a little while, so if there's a long line, it might take a little while for you to get on it because it moves a little bit slow right now, but it's brand new. Maybe they'll get a little bit more efficient, but I wish they had some cubbies right here.
Yeah, cubbies would be good.
They need some cubbies to put your stuff. They have some little baskets down there before you get on the ride where you can put your sunglasses. You can't wear your sunglasses on it.
No phones, obviously.
No phones. I even took my key card and stuck it there just because I didn't want it to fall out of my pocket into the raft or whatever. But they do have some little cubbies there. But yeah, no sunglasses, no phones, no cameras.
And bring a towel up with you because there's not a towel station up here, so grab one by the pool and carry it up.
Yeah. They really hoping that they put some kind of like cubby system there for you to put your stuff.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, as of right now, everybody's kind of putting their stuff on the that thing.
And just a quick disclaimer, we did get special permission to bring our camera on the slide, but they are not typically allowed. You know the weather is good today because the pool is packed. This is the first day that people have really been out here. Some people have been trying to get into the hot tubs, but nobody's really been in the pool. And really there's only 2 people in the pool right now, but everybody's sitting out and soaking in the sunshine.
So this is a nice change up, especially after the water coaster, man. It was cold over there because we were standing behind the big smokestack freezing while I was waiting on Lisa to get off. But now we are down at the pool, and you can see that everybody has been waiting for this day. So there's been clouds in the sky. It's been overcast most of the cruise. We've had some sun, but not this much. There's not a cloud in the sky. This is definitely the warmest day. This is definitely the most people we've seen at the pool. And you can tell they're wanting it. They're out. We got the music with the DJ going. The people are dancing in their chairs in a good mood. The pool's still very cold. This is not heated. So they're wanting to get in there though. So they're jumping in and they're screaming. You see people going down the ladder, like getting down about waist deep, and then going, nah, I'm going back out. Coming back up, but everybody's in their loungers, sunning. You can absolutely sun.
Oh, yeah.
The hot tubs are rocking. Now we're cruising. I feel like we're cruising now.
On day number 9.
Yep. So this ship is going to the Caribbean and warming up.
Fabulous. Come on, everybody. People are pouring into the pool now. The longer we sit out here, the more people realize it's a beautiful day, let's go to the pool. And more people, like the kids are coming out of the woodwork. There's kids all in the pool now. And just every lounger's full and people are enjoying this day and people can really appreciate this sunny pool day because we have had cold and dreary weather for the last week. So this is glorious. We're really enjoying it. So the music has changed. The DJ's taking a break and we've got some live music out by the pool. We were a little skeptical, but they're actually doing a good job. If you are ever wondering if your sunscreen works or not, forget to put it somewhere, and this happens. You get this lovely little sunburn on your chest because I was like, well, I'm sitting out in the sun, but the sun's behind me, and I've got it on my arms and my legs, and I forgot to put it on my chest or didn't think it was going to hit my chest, and it did. Got nice and sunburned right across here. So we are just taking advantage of this beautiful weather because right now it's like in the 60s and gorgeous and very like hardly any wind at all. By the time we get into New York, it's going to be rainy and cold, like 40 degrees at 100% chance of rain. So beautiful weather while it lasts. Good morning from our very last day on Norwegian Aqua. And we're doing something different right now. Instead of going to have buffet breakfast, which is what we've been doing, or not eating breakfast at all, we're at the local. So the local has a bar area and a restaurant area, and we're in the restaurant area for breakfast. So they have an actual menu you can order from. We've already ordered, we're just waiting for our food to come. But it's nice to have a leisurely, laid-back breakfast this morning. Okay, update. If you remember back to our boarding day video, we said that we were missing our Virgin Voyages cruise, which is actually boarding today in Miami, but we're not getting into New York until tomorrow. So we called Virgin as soon as we knew we were going to miss the cruise to ask if we could get on board in Cozumel, and we were told no. And then we called again and we were told no, and then we asked, well, if we call back on the 6th, which is the day the ship is supposed to board, might we get a different answer? And they said, well, I can't tell you to do that, but that's what I would do. So basically what's happened is, because of the Passenger Vessel Act, no cruise line can allow a passenger to board in another port ahead of time. So they can't say, oh yeah, come on, just board in Cozumel ahead of time. But now we've officially missed the cruise. The cruise is sailing today. There's no way we're going to make it to Miami today. So it's a different story today than it was a few days ago. So they've told us they're working on getting approval and to watch our email. So fingers crossed, and I'm over here just like refreshing my email, hoping to get that notification from Virgin Voyages that we can fly to Mexico and get on the ship in Cozumel. We'll keep you posted. Ooh, they just brought me out some toast and butter and jam too. So the food's very similar to what you can get on the buffet. It's more about the dining experience. This looks like a really good omelet. Oh yeah, solid omelet. Announcements.
All done. That was a good little breakfast. So I got the American breakfast, and I got my sausage, but they brought it. Then I got me a bowl of oatmeal. Killed all of it. It was delicious. Eggs came out just the way I wanted it. This was a nice change from what we've been doing. Buffet. My fault. But this was good. Yeah, it's a good little breakfast here at the local.
It was tasty too.
Yeah, with a nice view on our last day. Last sea day. Got to get it all in today. But I think we got pretty much most of it in already.
I think we did too.
So we can just coast on in and then figure out what the heck we're going to do. hopefully we can get on our Virgin cruise.
I know.
We're literally just waiting to see what the email's going to say. Our fate lies in that email. Either way, it's not going to suck because we're going to end up in Cancun. Whether it be to get on a cruise or to stay at an all-inclusive to buy some time until we get back to Miami for another surprise. Have you told them yet?
Nope.
That's another big surprise. Stay tuned.
Yeah, yesterday we just went ahead and bit the bullet and booked flights to Cancun. And because flights into Cancun are easier than flights into Cozumel, you just fly into Cancun and take the ferry over to Cozumel. So we booked the flights yesterday and we're like, one way or the other, we're going to Mexico. We either are going in and getting to Cozumel and getting on the ship, or we're just going to enjoy Mexico because we love it there. But fingers crossed, the cruise will come through for us. Oh my, the weather has changed. So it was just like sunny with a little bit of fog, and now it's so foggy that they're starting to blow the foghorn and you can't see like hardly anywhere. Oh my God, this is crazy. Look, you hear the foghorn? Look at this is crazy. Last day of the cruise and I haven't bought anything that says Norwegian Aqua yet, so I usually get a magnet from each ship. So I'm gonna pop in the shop, see what they got in here, check out all the Aqua merch, and get me a magnet. There's several different magnets to choose from in here. Even more. I think I'm going to probably go with this one. This is usually what I get for Norwegian, is the ship. Ooh, but I really like this one too. That's pretty. It's a Christmas ornament. Very fragile, but it comes in its own box. Giant coin. And then the ship model. And tons of shirts that say Aqua. Basically, this entire wall, actually this whole room, is kind of Norwegian Aqua stuff. We've decided to have a charcuterie party. So when we were in England, we stopped and we bought all kinds of yummies. We've got piccalilli, we've got chutney and jams and crackers. We're like, what are we going to do with all this? Because we can't bring it home with us now. So we're having a little party, and we went up to the buffet and we got meat and cheese and bread, and we have lots of friends with us, and we are going to have a charcuterie party.
Oh yeah,
and
friends.
It's the last day, so we all had like these random bottles of wine left over from dinner, or bottles that were put in our room that we never drank, so they're here now.
And we can officially say goodbye and hug it out a little bit too, just in case we don't see them tonight. So we've had a great time with our friends, by the way. In case you can't tell, but all right, let's get to it.
So we have meats and cheese and bread.
This is really good
and
too.
then
the
over
spicy
here,
tomato and onion chutney, that's really good.
Yes, we have chutney. We have
the amazing
piccalilli, and if you don't know what piccalilli is, you need to figure that out. We have jam. We have cheese straws, and we have honey, which I don't think we're going to be able to use the honey for anything, but we have it. So, and
all came from the Cotswolds.
Yes, that all.
By the way, or not Cotswold.
The Cotswolds Cheese Factory.
What's the name of the Diddley Squat Farm? Diddley Squat. Except some of the things didn't come from the Diddley Squat Farm.
And we have all of our friends with us.
Yeah. Yeah, the best part.
Okay, let's eat.
Figure it out.
Jason is in charge of opening the Prosecco.
You know what? If you're not a little bit terrified of this, something's wrong with you.
No, don't do that. No. You'll take out the lights. Don't do that. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord.
That's the fun part.
Oh, that's a big old glass of Prosecco.
Alrighty. It's been a few years, but I do love me piccalilli. So, let's see, because this has been highly recommended. Let's see if it lives up to the thing.
It's good.
Oh yeah, taking me back.
We needed our British friends to give us the seal of approval.
Toast to our friends.
Toast to the EECC crew and all our friends. Cheers to great friendship, good times.
Oh yes.
Cheers.
Charcuterie party going down. Piccalilli so far is a hit. Everybody like it.
Delicious too.
Proper ending to a proper cruise. It's been really a good cruise. Our first Transatlantic.
Yes.
And won't be our last. That was, you know, who knew we would like 10 days at sea? And surprisingly, it was fantastic. Yeah.
So very relaxing.
Thank goodness we took a little southern dip down to the Bermuda. triangle, sort of.
Bermuda Triangle gave us some good weather.
Yeah.
And then crazy fog right now, so who knows?
Yeah. Sarah's first go at Piccalilli. We hope she likes it. She's dubbed it Piccadilly.
Piccadilly Circus.
Yes.
Green beans?
There's different veggies.
Different peppers.
Yeah, and then there's like a mustard base and then maybe a little curry.
Some vinegar. There's a list of ingredients on the back. We'll read them out.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Ah,
It is.
That might be coming home with me.
right. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so different, unique. I love that.
The fog has finally broke. We're pretty darn close to New York now because we're seeing some like fishing boats out here that are off the coast. Yeah, seagulls. We can tell we're getting nearer shore. We've been in the room packing because it's the last of 10 days, so we've got to get all of our stuff back in our suitcases, which is the challenge. And when we first got into the room, it was still so foggy outside, and there's so much like mist in the air that like there was just like rain running down our glass door, which was crazy because rain can't reach the glass door. Yeah. So it was just so much fog and mist in the air, and it's finally cleared. So if we decide to stay up until 1:30 this morning, we will go by the Statue of Liberty. I will be asleep. That's not going to happen. But some people are wanting to stay up and see that. Are you?
I will never tell.
You'll never tell. All right, so we are packed. We are ready to go in the morning. So we're going to wander out of our room and go get some dinner. Pre-dinner drink, espresso martini with Baileys. That's what changes the color to this light cream. And a beer.
So that's got the Kahlua, vodka, and Baileys, and the espresso. But I've seen somebody else do it where they do it everything without the Baileys. And then they mix it, pour it in the glass, and so you get that rich chocolate brown look of the espresso. And then they pour the Baileys in there, and then the Baileys falls to the bottom. It looks like a duck farce. I've seen them do it up at the Belvedere.
Yeah, have to try it like that.
That was sexy.
So this has definitely been my drink of choice. The bars all will make an espresso martini, except like pool bars, they don't, but every other one does, and this is so great. That's smooth, that goes down easy, and I like the fact that it's got that espresso in it, so it gives you a little bump up if you're tired.
To the Beatles. How's everybody doing? Got to be your trees, do what I please. Come on, come together right now. Over it, yeah.
Well, that is a wrap for Norwegian Aqua. We did pop into the Beatles show tonight. That was fun. I mean, it's just music that you know. We danced a little bit, we sang a little bit, and we went to go get some ice cream because that's how you end a cruise, right? With ice cream, right? That's
of course.
Of course. So anyway, but that's a wrap for a 10-day transatlantic cruise. I will tell you that we are pleasantly surprised. Like, we've never done a transatlantic. We didn't know if we would like this many days at sea without seeing land. And we had a great time. You go into this with a different mindset. You're having a relaxed time. It's not like, oh, well, I'm going to go see all these places on my vacation. No, you're going to see the ship. You're going to go relax. You're going to enjoy being at sea. And we really, really did. So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, just right off our balcony. We're in New York City. The Big Apple, baby. We are here. And it is a misty, ugly, cold morning. Wow. New York is just unbelievably huge. Waking up in New York City, and we'll be having dinner in Mexico tonight. Hopefully, if all goes well. But this was a fantastic cruise. We are done with this sailing. About to get off and head to the airport. to get on the Virgin Valiant Lady in Cozumel. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will keep you posted, but we gotta go. This has been fun though. An amazing, amazing cruise ship. We'll be doing some more videos, what we like about the ship, what we don't like about the ship, kind of give you our opinions about it. All in all, man, this was pretty excellent ship. Well, we will see y'all soon. We got a plane to catch.